It's SMTN News, where chismes come first.
What's up, SMTN News? Today we bring you a live Skype with Chingazos Chismes. And we're here with Mario Torres and we're here with EYESIC, two enthusiasts of boxing and the world of MMA and stuff like that. And we have some great boxing matches coming up, so I'll let you guys with them. Check it out.
What's up, Mario? How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Mario, tomorrow, I know we're all excited about this fight. It's probably the best fight of the year. One of the most exciting fights of the year. Aparte de Canelo and Cotto, this is probably one of the last great fights of the year. And in my eyes, it's probably going to be the best one. What do you think about tomorrow's fight versus Golovkin and Lemieux?
Well, it's an excellent matchup. This is what the fans always want. The number one middleweight versus the number two middleweight. They're both champions. It's a unification bout. David Lemieux is the IBF champion. Triple G is the WBO, the IBO champion, and he also has the WBC silver belt. Which that means is just that he's the mandatory, right now he's the mandatory fighter to fight the winner of Cotto and Canelo, because they're fighting for the WBC belt. So the winner of this fight, we could have a round robin tournament. The winner of this fight could fight the winner of that fight.
And that's what we're all hoping for. I really do hope this happens. We're just waiting to see if Canelo or Cotto don't back out of this fight. They're going to find excuses and go a different route. I wouldn't want to fight any of these two fighters. They're both very powerful fighters. Lemieux and Golovkin have very similar styles. I personally think Golovkin is a more well-rounded fighter than Lemieux. They also share fights in common. Did you see the Rosado fight between both of them?
Oh yeah, but you're talking about two different type of Rosados. When Triple G fought Rosado, that was a prime Rosado ready to take on the world, you know, and he fought Triple G when nobody wanted to fight him. Nobody wanted to fight him at the time. Yeah. And when David Lemieux fought Rosado, he was just a little bit more shot-born. Has all that scar tissue up here, and he cuts up here pretty easy. But so
yeah, it kind of seems like in this last fight, Rosado came to the fight pre-cut, right? Any little jab opened up the scarring. Yeah.
It reminds me of Israel Vasquez. Like when you just touch Israel Vasquez, his blood starts coming out.
He's gonna be in Creed. I don't think he's gonna win in there either.
He's probably gonna end up all bloodied up again.
Yeah. David Lemieux, they both fought Veneno Rubio. Like you said, at different times. David Lemieux got probably a better Veneno Rubio. Veneno Rubio knocked David Lemieux out in the 7th round in their fight.
He didn't knock him out. The corner stopped the fight. It's a TKO.
TKO. Technically, yeah, you're right.
He wasn't knocked out. He was on his feet. But you got to remember, David Lemieux back then, he was just a young Thundercat. He was a young 24 years old. He was young 24, and Rubio is a crafty veteran, and he just weathered the storm. He weathered the storm, and Lemieux at that time didn't know how to conserve energy, and he was going all out, and he ended up getting tired, and that's when he started getting a pretty good whooping.
Veneno Rubio is one of those fighters that has his ups and his downs, and you just don't know what's going to happen the day he steps in the ring. It's either going to be a good night for him, or it's either going to be a really bad night for him, and I think that's what happened to him when he fought Golovkin. Golovkin was just way too powerful. He really just took care of that fight in 2 rounds, I believe it was.
Yeah, I think what happened there is he felt the power, and respect to Rubio. I respect any person getting in the ring.
Yeah.
But what I think there is he felt the power, and he just didn't want none of it.
Yeah, he got counted out, right? I believe that's what happened.
He got counted out, but he was on his knee. And as soon as they said 10, he stood up like saying, hey, the count was too fast.
Yeah, and he tried blaming the referee. We all saw when he felt those body shots that he wasn't going to get up from that. I think we're going to see a totally different Triple G in this fight. He's not going to fight like he fought Willie Monroe. You know, with Willie Monroe, he was showboating. He wanted to get hit. I don't think he can't afford to do this with David Lemieux. David Lemieux is very powerful. He's similar power. I think they're in the powerful range. They're very close to each other.
Well, yeah, look at Gennady Golovkin. He has 33 wins and 30 knockouts. David Lemieux has 34 wins and 31 knockouts. So, in percentage-wise, they're pretty close. You know, I think actually Lemieux's up by like a couple points or something. And the last time I checked the percentage has a better knockout ratio. But it's incredible, man. These guys are gonna come at it. But logic doesn't exist. Just because you beat this guy or that guy beat you doesn't mean you're gonna beat me. That's why boxing's so exciting because anything can happen in there.
Yeah, there's different fighters. Like they say, styles make fights. But all these guys have similar fights. Kind of want to throw that out there. It's kind of like a range finder. Oh, this guy beat this guy, and the next opponent tries to fight him the same way, and he gets knocked out.
Yeah.
Because the styles make fights, and I agree 100% on you with that one. What are your thoughts on this fight? For me, I'm gonna give him 7 rounds. I think he could finish this fight in 7 rounds. Not to take anything away from David Lemieux, I just think that David Lemieux is him and gonna go at it. He's gonna feel him out, and maybe it'll be by the 7th round where he actually just knocks him out. I think he's gonna fall a couple of times, David Lemieux. I may be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm predicting.
That sounds very possible. I'm gonna go with I don't know what round, but I say it doesn't pass the 8th. The 8th round sounds good because I think the first, even though they're both sluggers, I'm pretty sure that the first 2 rounds it's gonna be a little bit feeling out each other, you know, not going too hard. And once they get past that wall of okay, I see what you got, then they're gonna go at it like around the 3rd, 4th, and you know what? Maybe you're right. 7th round sounds about right. You know.
Yeah. hopefully we're right. So we agree on the 7th round. So people, if you're betting, bet 7th round.
I wouldn't be surprised also if Lemieux gets a win. You know, he hits hard, and if GGG is trying to do those games where like, oh, he's come on, hit me.
Hit me. Yeah, that's.
I don't know. I don't think you want to do that with.
That would be his weak point. I think that would be his weak point in this fight if he tries that. Because he is the type of fighter who likes to hit and be hit.
What do you think about the undercard though? Ramon Chocolatito Gonzalez and Brian Viloria.
I don't even know. I think I'm more excited about this fight in some way. I think these guys have been around for. Brian Viloria has been around for some while now.
Viloria was actually on the part of the 2004 U.S. Olympic team.
Oh, he's been a 2-time champ, and Roman Chocolatito, he's barely getting his fame is spiking right now. You know, a lot of these flyweights, they don't get a lot of the recognition they deserve. But Chocolatito, I think in the last 10 fights, he's been gaining his audience. He's been getting more and more likes. I think this is his first pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's his first time fighting in a pay-per-view card, but it was hard for him to get to the States. I don't know why. I don't know if it was promotion or managerial problems, but he built his name in Mexico and Central America. Just coming because he's barely fighting in the United States. It's nothing new to him. He's fought out of his own country a lot of times.
It takes nothing away from him. I think he should have been on pay-per-view a long time ago. This guy's got like 43 wins. 43 wins and 37 KOs. That ratio is very impressive. He's a pound for pound fighter.
Yeah, he's ranked by Ring Magazine and ESPN as the #1 pound for pound right now.
I'm excited for this fight. I really want to see him. I think Brian Viloria is going to be a good fight, but I don't think he's going to last.
Hey, I'm a sucker. I think Ramon Gonzalez is going to win, but I'm always a sucker for that old veteran.
Oh, yeah.
Last great fight in him. Yeah. And this could be it. He looked in shape. I saw the weigh-ins today. He looked in shape. He seemed enthusiastic. He seems he's ready, and he knows it. He said, this is my biggest fight of my career because it's for me to show that I'm still here.
I hope they give a good fight. And I think if Roman Chocolatito has that very Ford style, right when the fight starts, he's not just like a brawler. He's a really good boxer. He works the body. He gets you upstairs, downstairs, and he just finishes you off really quick. Brian Viloria he's a vet. You know, he's been in there before, and he's been 2-time world champion. So he's not just fighting anybody. So I think for both of them, it's a really good fight. I think it's gonna be difficult, but I really do think Chocolatito wants to shine on his pay-per-view.
And there's big money after this fight.
I saw the Sosa fight with him, with Chocolatito, 2nd round TKO. Sosa's a good fighter. Sosa's a really good fighter.
Well, you're getting Sosa. Don't get confused. Sosa was a great fighter, but you're getting a 35-year-old Edgar Sosa, man. You know what I mean? He was a lot of wear and tear in that body.
But Chocolatitos, he's not new. He's 43 fights. Is wow. He's been around the block too. Like
But
you
he's
said,
young. He's Chocolatitos. I don't know if you know. I think he's like 28, barely 28, 29.
he started really young though.
Yeah, he was a champion since he was 22.
Wow. And I think that was in 2008 when he was the champion. He's
Yeah,
been a champion that long. It's like wow. Is he a Klitschko of the flyweight?
So the fight's gonna be it's Saturday, October 17, and then the fight start at 6 p.m. Soma time, and so we just gonna be interested. Everybody get the carne asada ready.
Oh, yeah.
Put the beer on ice. It's gonna be a good one.
That's gonna be a good one. All right. Last but not least, Mario. The Fanfara fight right now. We haven't talked about it. It just happened. It looked like Cleverly was taking the first rounds. Fanfara broke his nose, and everything went downhill for Cleverly there. It was a really good fight. He won by decision. Fanfara won by decision. And a lot of people don't know who Fanfara is, and a lot of people do know him though, because a lot of people watched the Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight, where he just basically made him look like a bum.
Hey, people are not gonna like what I say right now, but just this goes to show you gotta give credit to Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. for taking. Now that you see him against that, people get to see him fight against another top light heavyweight like Nathan Cleverly. Now you gotta respect that about Julio Cesar Chavez coming back after almost 2 years off and taking the number three light heavyweight in the world. He didn't take Andre Ward, took the 49th ranked fighter. Come on, man.
Yeah.
49th.
Yeah.
You know, so I just gotta respect Julio Cesar Chavez a little bit more by the challenge that he took on. But Adonis Fanfara, he's just a beast, man. He's a beast. He has a strong chin, and you know, he comes to fight, and his record doesn't show it, but he can crack. Ask Adonis Stevenson. He also dropped Adonis Stevenson.
That fight looked very bad for Adonis Stevenson towards the end.
Yeah.
It was a very good fight, and Fanfara. Since I saw Fanfara that night, when they announced the Chavez Jr. fight, I was like, Chavez Jr. is not gonna do anything to him, and I was pretty much right. All right, Mario, it looks like we're pretty much done here. To wrap it up, your final thoughts on tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I'm going with Amen O'Kane in the first fight. Then I'm gonna go with in the heavyweight Luis Ortiz, the Cuban versus Natas Vidando from Argentina. I'm gonna go with the Cuban. I like Cuban fighters. And then I'm gonna go with Chocolatito by knockout in the 6th round. And then I'm gonna go with Triple G. And we already called it the 7th round knockout.
Lucky sevens.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mario. Well, it was great having you tonight. We're here making this podcast for SMTN News, and hopefully you guys tune in. Is Nandi still there, or did he?
Yeah, he's not.
Peek over, Nandi.
This is like, especially for those boxing fans, like here in Somerton and our surrounding areas, we're sports enthusiasts y estos son los chismes de los chingazos y esta vez está patrocinado por Tamale Fest.
Right on, Tamale
I got my
Festival.
throwback cup, se me que este es el 2013, una chevecita aquí, pero ya no sé cómo Mario termina. Ahí estamos, raza, we're gonna keep doing this, like hopefully you guys like it, y pues si les interesa, pues I know basically a lot of my friends and los gustan los chingazos, and ahí estamos, and we're gonna keep doing this, so stay tuned, guys.